Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here with me hanging out. I had a great idea that I wanted to share with you. I'm going to start a series called Rediscovery, where I'm going to be rediscovering, reusing cosmetics products that I have used and loved and sort of set aside because other things have come out and it's so much fun to play with new product. My very first one is going to be on the Huda Nude palette, the eyeshadow palette. It has been out for a while. It's beautiful. It's always been one of my favorites. But like I said, it just sort of got pushed to the side because there are so many other fun things to play with that always come out. So what I'm going to tell you before we even get started is I have used this palette for everything except my lips and my mascara. This is my blush, my highlighter, my bronzer, my eyeshadows, and my brows. So let me see, did I miss anything? No, that's about it. But if you are interested in finding out how you can use an eyeshadow palette for all of these things, stay with me because we're gonna start right now. Okay, everybody, we're gonna get started with our Huda Beauty Nude Palette Rediscovery. I am super excited about this. I'm starting with my foundation done, my brows done, my eyeliner is on because that is gonna be consistent with pretty much whatever I wear. And this is all about this eyeshadow palette and how you can use this eyeshadow palette for pretty much everything. So we're gonna get started right now. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to take this one called Daydream right here, and it's a very shimmery one. And I'm gonna use this all over my eye, just sort of as a, I like a little shimmer. So I'm gonna take a little of this and just do my whole eye all the way up to my brow bone with it. And it actually is giving it a really pretty, sort of a lilac-y color, but not over the top lilac. So let's do the other. Okay, I love this. This is pretty. Okay, so next thing I want to do is I want to choose my transition color. And what I have chosen for that is this color in here called Lace. And it actually, in the picture, looks like a grayish lilac. It's beautiful as a transition color. So let's do that real quick. Oh, so pretty. Can you see that? It's very light, very pinky, but enough as a transition color. I think it's gorgeous. I scoot my hair out of my face a little bit there. And if you can help me with something, my hair's been such a mess lately because I'm trying to decide if I want to grow it out long or if I want to get my cute little bob that I've been wearing for 100 years. I love my Chanel bob. I don't know, I just thought, I'm still young enough, at heart at least, that I can get away with a little bit of length in my hair, but at the same time, I love that chic bob. I don't know, leave me in the comments, let me know what you think, because I really want to know what to do next. So what I want to do next is add a little bit more color. So I am going to go into this color right here called Tease, which is sort of a taupey brown color, which is very pretty. Put that on the outside here. So far, so good. Okay, so I want to deepen up the crease color a little bit, and the color I'm going to use is called, let's see, Paw, P-A-W, as a paw. So let's use a little bit of this, Paw. Here. That's really pretty. These colors are just so gorgeous. I think this is one of the best palettes I have ever owned. And there have been so many, there's so many palettes that I have, which is why I'm doing this whole series of, rediscovering things that sort of got put on the back burner when new things come out. This one is just, honestly, I think if I had to choose one palette to use for the rest of my life, wow, that's a commitment. It would be this one. It's beautiful. Okay, so we've got a little color there. I'm gonna do a little more blending real quick. Let me do that. Okay, let's get a different brush. Now I'm gonna take one here called, let's see, it's called Play up here. It's like a peachy color. And I'm going to use this to blend the top edge of my crease color, my transition color. When I'm done with this, I'm going to take a picture of this entire palette. I will put little boxes around all the colors that I used so you'll know what I did, because this is 1, 2, 3, 6, this is 18 pans. So, I mean, clearly we're not going to use all of them on the same day, but I'll show you which ones I've used today. So if you like this look, you can replicate it. Okay. good, 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 good. Nice and blended. Oh, let's see here. All right, now we need to work on the lid a little bit. So let's add a little bit of fun down there. So there's a color in here called, let me see, Charmed. It's this one right down here. It's a sparkly brown, and it is honestly my favorite color in the whole palette. So I'm going to use this on my lid, right down below the crease color. Blend it into the color I did on the side there, because I want to add a little life. Look at that shimmer. Can you see that? I hope you can see it. That's gonna go to the center. Oh, so, so pretty. Yeah, she did a great job with this palette. And honestly, she's probably done a great job with all of her palettes. This is just the only one that I have. I did purchase one of the neon palettes, and it was just a little too crazy for me. I ended up giving it to someone, just, you know, passing it along to someone else who I knew would use it more than I did. So let's look at these eyes and see what's happening here. Okay, looking decent up close. I'm gonna take this color right here called Bear, and I wanna lighten up in here a little bit because I really feel like I've got just a tiny bit too much color right there. And let's just, yeah, soften that down just a teeny bit. The color Bear in here is perfect for that because it's a matte ivory color, so it's not gonna mess up anything, it's just gonna soften. There we go. Better. Good. Okay, now I wanna take a look at the lid again. Do you see the shimmer? See that? Clearly, you know me, I want more. So I'm gonna go back a little more, do a little more right on the lid there, right in the middle. Soften, blend. Oh man, this is so gorgeous. I can't believe I haven't used this palette. Give me just a second. I'm gonna go off camera and do my mascara, and I'll be right back to show you what the eyes are gonna look like. Okay, so before I move on to the cheek look I'm gonna get from this same palette, I wanna get close and show you the eyes. Look how pretty that is. Now, normally, you know, I always retouch the liner on top if I cover some of it with my eyeshadow, but I decided not to do that today because I love that sparkle on there so much. I wanted to keep it sparkly. So what I did instead is I lined the inner rim on the top with my eyeliner, which is very, very weird if you've never done that before. I've said this in the past. I guarantee you no one has ever touched you there before. So that's a little uncomfortable and takes a little practice, but it really does look good once it's done. I also went back in with the, let me see, what did I use? I went back in with a color called Tickle, and I did a little underneath my eyes right through here because I wanted to tie some of that berry color into the bottom that you're seeing on the top. Do you like the way that looks? I think it looks really good with, once you get the mascara on, it just really changes the look. The color I'm going to use for my blush is the one called Tickle, which is exactly the one I did underneath my eyes. So I have a small blush brush. So let me just get a little of that on there. Don't want too much. Start in the back because it's gonna have some pigment. How pretty that is. Oh, beautiful blush color. Tickle. See what happens? See that splotch right there? That's what happens if you use too much. And it's also a hazard of, you know, using a product for blush that really is not intended to be a blush. But again, I want to do this because if I travel, which I plan to do a lot of, I want to be able to just bring one thing with me. I don't want to have to carry everything I own. So let's do a tiny, tiny bit more just on the apples of my cheeks. Right here. Up a little higher and a little closer. If you're sick of hearing that, tell me. Wow, that's really cute. Cute, cute and pretty. Now, the next thing I'm gonna do, look, waving blush, so pretty. Good, oh, I love it. This brush is awesome too, Jacqueline. Oh, this is one of the Morphe Jacqueline Hill brushes. I love it for blush. Okay, now what I wanna do next is I wanna use a little bit of highlighter out of here, woohoo! So what I'm gonna use as highlighter is the one called Crave. In order to make this work, I'm gonna take just the tiniest bit. Watch, I'm gonna do this. Just barely touch that thing, okay? And we're gonna dab a little bit of it up here. It's not an icy look, it's just a little bit of sparkle in the light. pretty. And I'm gonna use a little bit of the Bear, that cream color right there. I'm gonna take a little of that and use it as my nose highlight. No shimmer, but it's gonna lighten things there a little bit. Yeah, here we go, just like that. That's pretty. Love it, upper lip. Okay, now I'm not gonna be able to, of course, do lips out of this palette, but I can do bronzer. So let me grab a brush. Which one do I want? I want my ginormo bronzer brush. Now, look how little the palettes are, and I'm gonna use this giant brush. So I'm gonna use the color called Secret right here, which is a nice light brown. Don't wanna get too much, tiny, start here. And I can contour a little bit with that. Tiniest bits, my nose. And I am pretty well contoured. Now this isn't like a crazy dark contour that, you know, you're gonna see Jennifer Lopez do, but it's a little bit, you know, it like kind of darkens right through here. So when someone first looks at me, they don't see all of my neck drama. They just see what's on my face, which I think is really, really pretty. I'm gonna put some lipstick on and I'll be right back. I think I'm done. What do you think? Do you like it? The lipstick I used is one of the Christian Dior colors, number 461. It's very, very pretty and very easy to wear. So to get this look, if I'm gonna be traveling and I wanna take this with me, I take this palette, a lipstick, an eyeliner, and a mascara, and I'm done. That's kind of nice. That's traveling light, I think. For me, that's traveling light. But look at the look. It's very, very pretty. It's all done with eyeshadows except the lips. And I kind of love it. I think it's a really good look. Wow, do you like it? Do you like it? Leave me some comments below and let me know what you think. I would love to know if you ever do this kind of thing, if you ever multi-use your products or multitask your products to get different looks and use them for different things. My philosophy has always been powder is a powder, so I can pretty much put it anywhere unless on the label it says specifically not for your eyes or not for your skin or whatever, and this does not say that anywhere, so it's safe. So that's it. That's my look. Rediscovering Huda Beauty's the new Nude palette. Let me show you one more time. Ta-da, that's it, gorgeous. It's still available. It's not like it's discontinued or anything. So if you want to go out and grab it, go for it, because it really, really does give you a good look, and many, many, many different looks you can get out of this palette. And that's the end of this video. So if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, and please, please subscribe. Share this video with somebody who you think might have fun trying on a new look or looking for some different kind of look. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.